All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning. I'm V. Ravi Kumar. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to hold bilateral talks with his Bangladesh counterpart Sheikh Hasina this morning. India says it is committed to early completion of Kartarpur corridor project. Scrutiny of nominations to take place for assembly elections in Maharashtra and Haryana today. Centre approves 400 crore rupees for Bihar and 1200 crores for Karnataka for flood relief operations. And Avinash Sable qualifies for Tokyo Olympics in men's 3000 meter steeplechase event. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will hold bilateral talks with his Bangladesh counterpart Sheikh Hasina in New Delhi this morning. The two leaders will discuss ways to strengthen bilateral ties. External Affairs Ministry spokesperson Ravish Kumar said talks will revolve around trade and connectivity and other issues of mutual interest.
We expect that around 6 to 7 documents will be signed in the fields of transport, connectivity, capacity building and culture. The two leaders will jointly inaugurate 3 projects, and because the relations have never been so close, naturally the focus of discussion will be on the bilateral relationship. It could cover trade and connectivity, and when I say bilateral relationship, we are talking about the next steps in the bilateral relationship.
The visiting dignitary will meet President Ramnath Kovind at Rashtrapati Bhavan in the afternoon. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar will also call on Ms. Hasina this morning. Bangladesh Prime Minister arrived in New Delhi on Thursday on a 4-day visit to India. Ms. Hasina was the chief guest at the India Economic Summit organized by the World Economic Forum. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has shared the speech of U.S. House of Representatives Speaker Nancy Pelosi, who applauded his commitment to tackle climate change. Referring to her speech, he said Ms. Pelosi talked about the friendship between India and the United States, Mahatma Gandhi and more. Ms. Pelosi had on Wednesday appreciated the commitment shown by the Prime Minister in ensuring that the climate change agreement is finalized. She said that Mr. Modi had upheld the values of Gandhi by taking on a challenge that poses an existential threat to the planet. In an obvious reference to Pakistan, External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar has said India's entire neighborhood -1 has been a fairly good story for regional cooperation. Speaking at a session of the India Economic Summit, he said abrogation of Article 370 provisions did come up for discussions in his meetings during the recent U.S. visit. Dr. Jaishankar added that there is no doubt that the world has become more nationalistic.
No question the world is more nationalistic than in the past. And a lot of that nationalism is economic nationalism and cultural nationalism. India is concerned, we in a way are a standout. We are an exception because in this country you could say, yes, we are more nationalistic.
The government has said India is committed towards early completion of the Kartarpur corridor project. It has also asked Pakistan to show flexibility on charging fees as it is a sentimental matter for pilgrims. Responding to a question, MEA spokesperson Ravish Kumar said New Delhi hopes that infrastructure projects on the Indian side get completed on time. He told newsmen the 4-lane highway has been completed and the state-of-the-art passenger terminal will be completed in October. Mr. Kumar said India shared an agreement with Pakistan but it has not received a reply yet.
ये ऐसा मामला है और ये सेंटिमेंट का मामला है, इसमें पोस्चरिंग नहीं है हमारी. इसमें हम वचनबद्ध हैं कि इसको हमें करना है. हमारा पाकिस्तान से यही गुजारिश है कि जो हमने रिक्वेस्ट किया है, जो हमने उनके साथ एग्रीमेंट शेयर किया है, उसकी रिप्लाई वो जल्द से जल्द दे दें जिससे मामला आगे बढ़े. तो इसमें ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, किंतु परंतु वाली बात नहीं है.
The Kartarpur corridor will connect Darbar Sahib in Kartarpur, Pakistan with Dera Baba Nanak Shrine in Gurdaspur in Punjab. The National Investigation Agency NIA has recovered improvised explosive device materials from the Bengaluru module of Jamaatul Mujahideen Bangladesh JMB. The items were seized based on information provided by one of the terror operatives held by the agency. These operatives, who carried out the Bardhaman blast in 2014, had fled to Bengaluru to escape arrest and carry out activities of JMB in India. The NIA said it found several articles from their hideout meant to be used for preparation of IEDs and grenades. The JMB operatives had test-fired rocket shells prepared by them in 2017 in Krishnagiri district of Tamil Nadu. Union Home Minister Amit Shah will arrive in Aizawl today on a day-long tour of Mizoram. Mr. Shah will inaugurate the Northeast Handloom and Handicraft exhibition at Government Mizo High School field at Zarkot. Mizoram Chief Minister Zoramthanga and Union Minister of State for Dona, Dr. Jitendra Singh, will also be present on this occasion. Later in the afternoon, Home Minister will hold meetings with Mr. Zoramthanga and NGOs. In the 3-day exhibition, craftsmen and weavers from all northeastern states will be featured. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts and on the News on AIR app. The scrutiny of nominations will take place today for assembly elections in Maharashtra and Haryana. The filing of nominations in the two states ended yesterday evening. The candidates can withdraw their nomination till the 7th of this month. Polling will be held on October 21st and the counting of votes will be taken up on the 24th. In Maharashtra, over 5,000 candidates have filed nominations, much more compared to the 2014 assembly elections. Our correspondent reports.
According to the Election Commission, highest number of candidates, that is 135 candidates, filed nominations in Bhokar Assembly seat in Nanded district, followed by Pune Cantonment constituency with 75 candidates. The least number of nominations, a mere 4 each, were received in Mumbai's Mahim and Siuri constituencies. Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis, Shiv Sena's Eknath Shinde and NCP leader Ajit Pawar were among 3,754 candidates who filed nominations for the October 21 Maharashtra Assembly polls yesterday, which was the last day for submitting the paper. City Jane, AR News, Mumbai.
Meanwhile, crisis has deepened in Maharashtra Congress as former State President Sanjay Nirupam expressed dissent against the party high command. Threatening to quit Congress, Mr. Nirupam said he will not campaign for the party during the assembly elections. Former Lok Sabha MP and NCP leader Sanjay Dina Patil has joined the Sheikh Hasina in the presence of its chief Uddhav Thackeray. Mr. Patil represented Mumbai's North-East Lok Sabha seat in 2009. Mr. Patil follows NCP colleagues Sachin Ahir and MLA Deepal Sopal, who joined the Sena a few weeks earlier. In Haryana, more than 1,200 nominations are filed for 90 assembly constituencies on the last day. More from our correspondent.
In the 5-day nomination process, a total of 1,846 nomination papers have been filed. Chief Minister Manohar Lal, former Chief Minister Bhupinder Singh Hooda, BJP leader Captain Abhimanyu, Anil Vij, Rambilal Sharma, Congress leaders Randeep Singh Surjewala, Karan Dalal, Kiran Chaudhary, INLD leader Abhay Singh Chautala, JJP leader Dushyant Chautala, and Naina Chautala are among the prominent faces who are in fray in these elections. Ashwini Kumar Sharma, AIR News, Chandigarh.
Union Home Minister Amit Shah has reviewed ongoing rescue and relief work of all flood-affected states. Keeping in view the severity of flood situation and fund positions in the State Disaster Response Fund SDRF accounts of Bihar and Karnataka, the Home Minister has approved advance release of 400 crore rupees to Bihar and 1,200 crore rupees to Karnataka from the National Disaster Response Fund. He has further approved the advance release of second installment of the centre's share of SDRF to Bihar for 2019-2020. During the southwest monsoon this year, 13 states have been affected by unprecedented floods and landslides. Following a significant decision taken by the Union Home Minister in the high-level committee meeting held in August, the ministry also constituted inter-ministerial central teams for the 13 states. Meanwhile, the flood situation has deteriorated in Bihar as water level continued to rise in various rivers including Ganga, Punpun, Son and Bagmati. Punpun is flowing 3 meters above the danger level. Surging water of the river is spreading in low-lying areas of Patna, Jahanabad and Arwal districts. Patna DM Kumar Ravi told AIR that people living in low-lying areas are being shifted to safer places. Mahasaptami of Durga Puja is being celebrated in West Bengal and several parts of the country today. Puja began with Vedic hymns of Devi Durga mantra, playing of conches and beating of drums. All pandals and temples are decorated with flowers and craftwork. Our Kolkata correspondent reports, invocation of Durga was held on Mahashashti last evening. Large number of people visited Durga pandals throughout the night.
Bathing of banana trees, popularly known as kolabo in rivers, ponds, are one of the rituals of Mahasaptami Puja. Puja organizers are visiting river ghats with kolabo to complete the formalities since early morning. As Met Department predicted rains during Puja days, large number of people visited Durga pandals throughout last night as good weather prevailed. The Railways and State Transport Department has made special arrangements to cater rushes of pandal hoppers. Besides community pujas, century-old family pujas at different places are also center of attraction. Arijit Chakraborty, AIR News, Kolkata.
AIR Agartala correspondent reports, People from all walks of life with friends and families began celebrating Puja by exchanging greetings and pandal hopping. To make the festivity peaceful, the police said security arrangements have been tightened across Tripura. Reports of Durga Puja celebrations have also come in from neighboring Nepal. The festival is being celebrated with gaiety and religious fervor in several parts there. More from our correspondent.
Spiritual head of Ramakrishna Ashram Nepal, Swami Ekarthanand, and Deputy Chief of Mission Indian Embassy, Dr. Ajay Kumar, also joined Durga Puja celebrations in Kathmandu. The puja is organized by Shri Shri Sarvajanin Durga Puja Committee. It is one of the oldest Durga Puja in Nepal, which was started in 1978. Meanwhile, on 7th day of Navaratri, the festival of Fool Pati is being celebrated in various parts of Nepal today. For AIR News, Rajkumar from Kathmandu.
In Hong Kong, all train services were suspended today after violent clashes between police and pro-democracy protesters saw subway stations vandalized. The MTR Corporation stated that all services covering the heavy rail, including Airport Express, Light Rail and MTR bus, cannot resume this morning. In Iraq, death toll in the anti-government protests has soared to 60. The Iraqi Human Rights Commission yesterday said the previous toll was 44. With more than 1,600 people wounded, the toll may rise further. Spontaneous protests erupted on Tuesday amid frustration over Iraq's high youth unemployment, dire public services and chronic corruption. Prime Minister Adil Abdul Mahdi earlier said protesters' legitimate demands have been heard but appealed for calm. India's Avinash Sable qualified for Tokyo Olympics in men's 3,000-meter steeplechase event by shattering his own national record for the second time in 3 days. However, he finished 13th in the final race of the World Championships in Doha. Avinash clocked 8 minutes 21.37 seconds to breach the Olympics qualifying standard of 8 minutes 22 seconds. He also bettered his own national record of 8 minutes 25.23 seconds, which he qualified on Tuesday during the first round heats. In the first cricket test at Visakhapatnam, South Africa will resume their overnight score of 385 for 8 in their first innings on day 4 today. South Africa are trailing by 117 runs with 2 wickets in hand. Earlier, India declared their first innings on 502 for 7, studded with brilliant centuries from openers Mayank Agarwal and Rohit Sharma. In tennis, Sumit Nagal has stormed into the men's singles semi-finals of ATP Challenger Campinas in Brazil. He will face Argentinian Juan Ficovich next. Sumit Nagal defeated 13th-seeded Francesco Cerundolo in the quarter-final of the ATP Challenger. And now for an overview of today's newspapers, it's over to Tanvi Taneja.
Thank you, Ravi. Most newspapers have prominently featured RBI's fifth repo rate cut this year on its front page. The Tribune headlines, RBI cuts rate to decade low. The Hindu Business Line writes, RBI cuts policy rate and fiscal year 20 growth forecast from 6.9% to 6.1%. The Times of India reports, concerned about stress in financial sector, government to bring NBFCs under insolvency court. The paper adds the government will firewall the rest of the financial system from any possible adverse impact. The Pioneer reports that India slams Turkey, Malaysia for unfair comments on J&K. The Asian Age reports that India has lodged a strong protest with Turkey and Malaysia, saying their stance on J&K was not in tune with facts. The Hindustan Times quotes Air Force Chief Rakesh Kumar Singh Bhaduria as saying IAF chopper shot down in friendly fire, a big mistake. The Hindu reports 49 booked for sedition for anti-lynching letter. These celebrities had written to Prime Minister Modi in July, voicing concern over lynching incidents. And finally, here's another pointer to our increasing awareness of proper waste management. India's first electronic waste clinic to come up in Bhopal, reports the Hindu. And with that, it's back to you, Ravi.
Thank you, Tanvi, for an overview of today's newspapers. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to hold bilateral talks with his Bangladesh counterpart Sheikh Hasina this morning. India says it is committed to early completion of Kartarpur corridor project. Scrutiny of nominations to take place for assembly elections in Maharashtra and Haryana today. Centre approves 400 crore rupees for Bihar and 1,200 crores for Karnataka for flood relief operations. Avinash Sable qualifies for Tokyo Olympics in men's 3,000-meter steeplechase event. For details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.com and also onto our News on AIR app. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.